Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. Last outing for Minnesota, the loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles. And that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
No passion on the defensive end. Didn't look completely engaged. Really need to lock in and be focused on these road games.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Minnesota, Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Butler. Second shot opportunity. The shot missing. And the Lakers take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
No other way to put it. Defense was awful. Completely uninspired at that end of the floor.
Well, completely agree. I thought their defensive effort was awful. But the reality is, Greg, you can't turn it over that many times and expect to win.
It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. And it's Wiggins missing.
Boy, I didn't think he had a chance of stopping that lay-in. What a gutsy defensive play.
No problems knocking that one down. Maybe it's no longer a surprise. A couple rookies, Doris, who we thought would take some time to develop, are already contributing.
It's no question about it, and more rookies are being asked to play a larger role in their particular teams. And I think what you have to be struck by is the fact that we're not talking about 21 and 22-year-old rookies anymore, Kevin. We're talking about guys that have very limited collegiate experience, and yet everyone wants an immediate return. And I think it's nothing more than a sign of the times. Guys are dreaming about the NBA from the time they first pick up a ball, and what we get is the result of that.
Here's Kuzma, feeds it to McGee. Poked loose, throws up again, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
I'll tell you, good things always come when you've got players who work hard for second chance opportunities. I think the trade for Jimmy Butler and other veteran signings accelerated the Wolves' rebuild. They are in much more of a win-now mentality.
Now here's Gibson. Gibson the screen. The kick out to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Wiggins passes to Towns. And nothing is falling for him right now. And Doris, Jimmy Butler with an opt-out after this season. Pressure on Minnesota to prove this team can be a winner.
And Kevin, their flexibility is a little bit hamstrung by their max contracts. They're going to need to find some value pickups and develop from within.
Now here's Teague. He's definitely not pleased how he played against the Clippers. Towns down low, guarded by McGee. Towns with the bucket.
So polished, so assertive down low. Karl-Anthony Towns comfortable in this area.
James dishes the ball. Passes it to Kuzma. McGee sets the pick for Kuzma. Sinks the triple. Kuzma's got 6 points.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
But, Greg, the defense better start to disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long night for them.
Now here's Towns. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And don't forget about the 2 blocks. He really changed the game for his team on the defensive side.
Here's Ingram after the made shot from Karl-Anthony Towns. Ball kicks to James. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Wiggins with some nice D.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Towns, the pass to Gibson. Teague against Ball. Got a hand on it.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
McGee is screen on Teague. Ball kicks to Kuzma. Wiggins against LeBron. Again, Los Angeles.
Now this guy can fill it up from anywhere. James is adept at realizing when to take advantage of that mid-range game he possesses.
Now here's Teague. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. To the left side wing. For three. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Towns the screen. Lobbed up there for Gibson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Now, here's Ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against Toronto.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide-open shots.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Outside Butler. Towns sets the pick for Butler. Off the screen, and the jumper falls for him. Butler's got his first bucket in this one.
I think defensively, you've got to respect the roller. Butler takes quick note and takes it himself.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D-up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
And Los Angeles with some changes. And Stevenson comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Josh Hart in for Brandon Ingram. Now Ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
And they pick up 2. And it's 6 points for Karl-Anthony Towns. Lakers leading by 5. LeBron with it. He's coming off a 31-point game against Toronto.
The other thing, he really changed the pace of the game when you consider how many free throws he shot. Drawing fouls is an art, and really he has mastered that part of the game.
On the clock, Stevenson passes to Hart over Butler. That one wide left.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Now it's just a 3-point Laker lead.
Very difficult to break up the concentration for Jimmy Butler. This guy on the interior, he has a sense for how to score it.
Ball kicks to LeBron. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Teague dishes to Towns. Butler sets a screen for Towns. Towns a screen on Ball. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Jeff Teague replacing Ricky Rubio at the point guard position for the Timberwolves. Doris, did you like that change?
You know what I did, Kevin? They're drastically different players. Rubio probably the better defensive player, definitely the more unbelievable. LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
Rose passes to Tolliver. Zhang a screen. He dishes it to Rose. It's stolen by Rondo. 3-on-3. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. They won the first game against this team, but he is not taking anything for granted. He wants his players to be even more assertive offensively this time. He said, I think we can dictate things a little more. Maybe force those guys into defensive matchups they dislike. Find points that way. Well, we'll see if they can do that and go up 2-0 tonight. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you. They're putting the priority on offense today if everything goes according to plan.
Yeah, I mean, from the sound of it, they're not going to be using much of the shot clock here in the early going.
And why should they when they have such tremendous quick strike ability? Put pressure on the defense and keep it on.
Los Angeles leading by 7. LeBron with a screen on Rose. Rondo drives in. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
And how about the focus there from Rondo? Doesn't let the D get to him, able to complete that play through contact.
Rondo against Rose. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Yeah, he's still showing flashes of that incredible athleticism. Rose is a force attacking the lane.
Outside Rondo, it's Ingram on the wing. Stevenson outside. And the Lakers get it back. And here is James. 9 points in the game so far. Rondo kicks to Stevenson. And that one goes long.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
Here's Rose. That's tipped. It's stolen by Rondo. Ingram outside. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Ingram's got 5.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Stevenson. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And it's an 11-point Laker lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James.
That's his first personal foul. On the floor for your Lakers.
Okogie, he's guarded by Stevenson. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Here's Rose. And that one hits back iron.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Deflects the pass. 1:33 left to play here in the first. Okogie. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Hart. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Left side Rose. To the left side wing. Zhang with a screen on Stevenson. He used that pick just right.
And this is where it can get a little personal.
You gotta love seeing this, though, right? Your turn, my turn. They're going at each other.
Pass to Kuzma. Ingram setting a pick for Kuzma. To the middle. Outside, Jones. Buries it down low. Jones has got it back down to within single digits for the Timberwolves. Los Angeles has gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Look, Kevin, no one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Rondo against Rose. Now here's Rondo. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. 5 on the clock. Pass to Kuzma. They get it again. Stevenson. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We'll return shortly. You learn about Jimmy Butler, difficult journey to where he is.
Basketball, that's that. It always took my mind off everything. It always made me smile. I had no cares in the world when I was shooting.
Boy, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
It was huge, no doubt, and it seems like they simply can't miss from downtown.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Rose, Anthony Tolliver out there with Gorgie Dang. Then it's Jones. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That's his first foul. Okogie, he's guarded by Stevenson. Clock at 4. Okogie, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself, he converted in a big way.
Now, here's Stevenson. Defense right on him. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Rose passes to Jang. Okogie, he's guarded by Stevenson. Good D by Stevenson.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for the Timberwolves. Butler comes in for Jones. Rose against Rondo. The wide open look here for Kuzma. No good on the 3. Timberwolves trail by 9. Right side Rose. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Wiggins kicks to Towns. And he uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 8 points.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Butler on the way. 5 to shoot. Towns sets the pick for Butler. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Stevenson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Got that bucket in no time at all. And now a 12-point Laker lead.
But, you know, a lack of effort defensively, and he gets a very good look from deep.
And the Timberwolves call time. And straight isolation basketball, Doris, something we used to see a lot more. But for a guy like James Harden or Steph Curry, that's still a very viable option.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, if you've got the likes of LeBron James or Kevin Durant or Chris Paul, guys who are able to create their own offense, to me, you want to take advantage of that skill set. It's about what your personnel strengths are. So can you surround a great creator with the shooters necessary? Because if you do, all of a sudden as a defense, there's a price to pay if you're going to help off, right? Because somewhere, some way, the best offensive talent is going to showcase its skill.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Outside Rose. He kicks it to Gibson. The pass to Butler. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Towns. Gets the 14-footer to fall. He's got 10.
Well, so effective with that jump shot. Karl-Anthony Towns is a problem on the offensive end.
Kuzma with a screen on Rose. Out to Kuzma. There's the 3. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Kuzma's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Passes it to Hart. He feeds it to James. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one is on Towns.
You know, LeBron James has been fouled so many times in his career, it doesn't even faze him anymore. There is no stopping this guy. You know, I think, guys, what's amazing to me is LeBron has been in his prime for over a decade at this point. And we all kind of keep waiting for Father Time to catch up. But who knows when that's going to happen?
Los Angeles making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Teague's checked in for Minnesota. And it's Wiggins missing. Lakers leading by 15. Here's Hart. Drills it from outside. Hart's got 6 in the quarter.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Well, I think they're getting quality shots, and it's thanks to how aggressive they have been in this half.
Gibson passes to Wiggins. Over Stevenson. Another miss by Minnesota. And Doris, normally players LeBron's age start to decline, but it isn't happening.
Yeah, Kev, I mean, LeBron said he wants to be the player to break the mold and dominate into his late 30s. Listen, he wants to play with his oldest son, so we'll see what happens.
Sinks the three-pointer. Hart's got 12.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Minnesota calls timeout. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. And it seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
And the Lakers making a change here. Ball's checked in. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. You take a look at the Timberwolves. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they have to like the progression that we've seen. Bit by bit, everything coming together. Consistency going forward will be key.
Back to Wiggins, and stolen by James. Kicks it to McGee, to the left wing. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night to end the run. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, Karl-Anthony Towns is cooking right now, and the defense has nothing for him.
Lakers leading by 18. Here's Rondo. LeBron outside. Inside, and stolen by Butler. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much.
Boy, they can't cut into this lead with him going stone cold and only so much time to turn it around.
Hart kicks the ball. Over Butler, and Butler sends it back.
Boy, though he'll never be a blocks leader, Butler has the size and hops to do more of this.
From 13, and the jumper is good. Butler's got his 3rd basket of the night.
I'll tell you, you're not going to find a much more confident basketball player. He always believes the points are going to come.
McGee sets the pick for Rondo. To the middle, layup off the pick. In deep, McGee drops it in. McGee's got 6.
He is just brilliant in that pick and roll. Rondo does a great job of cutting passes through the porous defense.
Los Angeles leading by 18. To the paint, stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Butler attacking. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, how about Jimmy Butler, guys, and the commitment to becoming a legit star in this league? Think about coming out of Marquette without a reputation to now one of the toughest covers in the league. Incredible story.
And Jimmy Butler, you know, something of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Saturday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Then on Sunday, the Atlanta Hawks come to town. That will tip off a homestand for them.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Timberwolves trail by 17. Now T. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. No good from Gibson. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And a wide open look for Rondo. That three off the mark. The Timberwolves shooting from the field. 44%. Not bad. Teague against Rondo. Here's Towns. McGee with the block. And he's able to get it back. The kick out to Teague. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
This is Jeff Teague's go-to shot. I mean, he's a deadly three-point shooter who never hesitates.
Los Angeles calls timeout. A lot of offenses, Doris, initiate that high pick-and-roll offense, which is so fun to watch. Which ball handlers do you want running that play for you if you were on the sideline?
Come on now, there are some master manipulators in the pick and roll. Let's begin with the great James Harden. We'll begin with his teammate Chris Paul. Steph Curry. You give Steph Curry options to read in a pick and roll, he's going to make the right choice. There are a lot of guys who can manipulate the defense in a pick and roll, but those three are at the top of my list.
Rondo against Jones. And Rondo sends it back.
Well, you forget sometimes how much of an impact Rondo can have defensively there, showing off some superb vertical as he goes up for the block.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Well, typically speaking, transition points are high percentage looks. Get out and go, that's their philosophy.
Here's Towns. The shot, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
It just seems like LeBron James doesn't age. Still so dominant in the second half of his career. This guy is incredible in virtually every statistical category.
And the Timberwolves making a change here.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
And good that time. Zhang's got his first points of the night.
Well, you can see that Gorgui Zhang takes that long frame and adds tons of muscle, now able to weather the contact.
Ingram passes to James. Down low, Kuzma. LeBron trying to free himself up. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by LeBron.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Ball no good. Timberwolves trail by 18. Right side, Jones. And Zhang kicks to Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 17-footer. The Lakers with the rebound. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
And really, Ingram is consistent in nailing these perimeter shots. Gotta get a hand up or he's gonna make you pay.
Butler against Ingram. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds in the game. Ball, the pass to Rondo. Down low. Nice shot by James. James has got 15.
Now, I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
Minnesota's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Jones, and Rondo sends it back. That one goes. Count it.
Boy, you can't pin their struggles today on him. He's been on fire from the field.
Now here's LeBron. He's guarded closely. Pass to Kuzma. Lets it go with the three. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Jones dishes to Butler. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
You know, Butler's really developed that jump shot over time. Just an incredibly lethal shooter.
LeBron with it. 15 points in the game. 2 on the clock. That one wide left.
Laps defensively, and they actually get away with it. Bad idea to leave him open consistently, though.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Los Angeles on top as they end the second quarter on a 14-6 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Andrew, they shot the lights out in the first half. What has to change?
Get back. You know, focus on getting back, guarding your man, and not taking these real.
It starts with a man-on-man challenge. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 6 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, it's amazing. LeBron takes such a cerebral approach to the game. He analyzes each situation, knows exactly how much energy to give, and knows how to pace himself too, Ernie. And as dominant as he is in the first half, you better believe he has plenty left in the second.
Shaq, what you think about Minnesota?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And that'll...
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And in that first half, something we don't see a lot of from him, the ability to make everyone around him better.
I don't think there's any question that that's an added bonus for this team, Greg. I'll be interested to see, can he keep it up in the second half?
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Lonzo Ball out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's McGee in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Here's LeBron, and he slams it down right on top of Karl-Anthony Towns.
You could see it in LeBron's eyes. He will not be denied on that drive.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Teague kicks to Wiggins. To the middle. Towns, the pass to Gibson. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Here's Towns. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Absolutely perfect start to the half, setting the tempo right away with an easy opportunity at the cup.
James with it. Butler covering. Clock at 6. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's LeBron. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. The Timberwolves shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Outside Teague. Towns sets the pick for Teague. Shoots over Ball. That misses off the backboard.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
Well, you know, that's okay, I think. Even though they miss, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
McGee a screen. Teague against Ball. Here's McGee. Towns with the defensive effort.
Well, defenders are in the area, and that's all it took to force him to change his release.
Butler kicks to Teague. Towns, the pass to Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Well, Towns showing himself to be a willing facilitator. If you're open, he's going to find you.
Ball dishes to Ingram. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him. And here is Ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Shot clock at 5. Here's LeBron.
Well, disrupting the shooter there, and I really think Wiggins has got the defensive tools to be an impact player on that end. Well, you think about Andrew Wiggins, guys, signing that max deal in 2017. Timberwolves ownership, though, wanted to sit down with Wiggins to hear him commit to being a better player. Pretty unusual stuff.
Teague against Ball. With some arc. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got 8.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
James, the pass to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And on the heels of that contract extension, all of Andrew Wiggins' shooting percentages fell last season. Doris, you think a cause for concern for the Timberwolves?
Well, I think obviously, Kevin, anytime you've committed almost $30 million a season to one guy, the expectations are going to be sky high. For me, Andrew Wiggins needs to just stay consistent. We are talking about a guy with elite athleticism, plenty to take advantage on the offensive end. It's a question for me of, does Andrew Wiggins want to be great? Because the potential is there.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Stolen by McGee. And it's the Lakers on the break. LeBron with the ball. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Taj Gibson picks one up.
I tell you this, LeBron is hard enough to defend in a half-court set, let alone impossible to guard in the open floor.
Lakers shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
One shot behind the lanes.
Free throw good, LeBron.
And really, even at this stage of his career, James just seems ageless. He continues to dominate night in and night out.
To the middle, here's Towns. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And Kuzma slams it in.
I'll tell you, if LeBron never scored a point, he'd still be valuable to an offense. How good a pass is that?
Lakers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
Towns against McGee. Towns, the pass to Rose. And that one, good.
You can see the athleticism and toughness. Rose becoming exponentially more dangerous the closer he gets to the rim.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Los Angeles leading by 23. Now here's LeBron. He's got 20. And he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got 22 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Teague with the ball, out guarded by Ingram. A three-pointer, Wiggins. Rebound the Lakers.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
And it's Ingram missing. Timberwolves have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Ingram against Teague. It's deflected.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
Ball no good. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Teague left side. The Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got his third rebound tonight. Offensive rebound. LeBron kicks the ball. McGee a screen. 6 to shoot. Ingram against Teague. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. That's 10 points for Brandon Ingram.
And Ingram hits these mid-range jumpers in his sleep. The defense can't allow him to get going from there.
Towns the screen. Rose goes in. McGee with the block. James at the
Look out.
I mean, that's a rugged play.
That's straight toughness.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Minnesota shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Towns the screen. Wiggins kicks to Towns. Tries to snap the cold streak. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Lakers the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. The Timberwolves shooting 41% for the game. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Teague's got 10 points in the game.
Well, this is where Jeff Teague likes to operate. Get by initially and get into that mid-range. That's nicely done.
Timeout called the Lakers. Some changes here for the Lakers. And Stevenson's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Josh Hart in for Ingram. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Count that bucket. And that's now 10 points for Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive attitude Stevenson brings to the table. He's not going to sit back and settle for jump shots. If he can attack the basket, he will.
Rose passes to Tolliver to the left side wing. From deep. Minnesota gets it back with a new shot clock. McGee with the block. And they'll keep possession. Zhang a screen. Shot clock at 6. Goes up again. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Improved ball handling, keeping the dribble from getting too high. It's a key to Wiggins' development.
Here's Ball. Rebound by Rose. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Wiggins kicks to Rose. Back to Wiggins. Fades back. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his third assist on the night. And Los Angeles guys shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. LeBron passes to McGee. The shot, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. Stevenson against Wiggins. Dishes it to Rose. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on LeBron James.
Boy, what a roller coaster career it has been for Derrick Rose. One-time league MVP, now just trying to fit in with the rest of his guys. This is not an easy transition.
And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Ingram comes in for James. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Here's Rondo. Pass to Kuzma. Here's the screen. Ingram at the elbow. Here's Hart. Misses the three. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Wiggins. That misses off the backboard.
Well, I'll tell you, if he keeps missing shots, it is going to be a tough night to try to trim this lead.
That one goes in. 12 points for Brandon Ingram.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Timberwolves shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. Back to Rose. Zhang with a screen on Rondo. Here's Rose. Zhang the pass to Tolliver. Timberwolves passing it around. Wiggins outside. Over Stevenson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's going to be Lance Stevenson.
Well, with the first overall pick in 2014, Wiggins has some pressure on him, but he has steadily improved his play.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Jones is checked in. Jones against Rondo. 1:41 left in the third quarter of the game. And it's Ingram missing.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Okogie. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's stolen by Jones. .114 left to play in the third. That one misses. Some solid defense from Ingram. And stolen by Wiggins. Jones against Rondo. The feed now to Wiggins. And he banks in the layup. Wiggins has got 8 points in the quarter.
Now, this guy can do it anytime he wants. Andrew Wiggins with broad shoulders to carry the load there.
Rondo against Jones. Ingram setting a pick for Kuzma. Wiggins with the block. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good. Gorgui Dieng, the 21st pick in 2013 out of Louisville. He's more than lived up to that selection.
Well, let's remember, this is a national champion we're talking about. The Louisville Cardinals won it with him anchoring them defensively. He's also shown a nice shooting touch in the mid-range game in the professional leagues. But I think it's his defense that still remains the strength of his game.
And Butler gets it to go.
Well, just another thing to like about Jimmy Butler, the development of the catch-and-shoot game.
Now Rondo. Ingram a screen on Jones. And it's Rondo penetrating. Terrific design on the pick play. And he lays it in. Rondo's got 6 points.
Yeah, you got to be better defensively on Rondo there as he comes. Off that screen.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Lakers ahead, running away with it. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that, Greg, putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Jones and Butler in the backcourt. Anthony Tolliver out there with Wiggins, and it's Jang in at the center, locking down the middle. Wiggins sets a screen for Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Top of the key. Misses off the right iron. Lakers leading by 20. Stevenson kicks to Rondo. Wiggins with some nice D. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Jones, and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. Jones has gone 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Knocks it loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Karl-Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. Jones against Rondo. The pass to Hart, just 5 on the clock. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And the Lakers lead by 20.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That's good.
That's all about the positioning right there. Doesn't let anybody beat him to the spot before he can get the follow-up.
And Karl-Anthony Towns, one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the league, at least top 3 amongst all 7-footers. And his three-point percentage elite as well, over 40%.
And Towns said he'd emulate Kevin Durant as a kid playing on the perimeter at Kentucky. Cal made him play inside, work in the post, and use his size.
So going back to his roots with his three-point shooting, the association experiencing a three-point renaissance, and he really does fit the mold.
And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Then on Monday, they'll tip off a homestand, starting with the Brooklyn Nets.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Wiggins outside. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Wiggins. That's 12 points for Tyus Jones.
I'll tell you, he gets into terrific post position. The entry feed is right where it needs to be.
Rondo with it. Over to the wing. Beasley the screen. Hart the pass to Stevenson. Makes it off the glass.
I'll tell you, unless someone gets a hand to it, it's hard to miss the mark from that close range.
Wiggins outside. He kicks it to Butler. Fades and shoots. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Well, Butler needs a lot of defensive attention when he's in the mid-range. You've got to have a body on him.
Poked away. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Jones. Jeff Teague. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Towns sets the pick for Teague. Passes it to Towns. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Karl-Anthony Towns, a tremendously talented scorer, but Dorsey came into the league billed as a potentially foundational defensive player.
And that's interesting, Kevin, because that's the end of the floor where he has work to do. You know, there's so much asked of today's centers. But with mentors like Kevin Garnett, Taj Gibson, Jimmy Butler, you know he's getting the right advice. And boy, what a gifted offensive player Karl-Anthony Towns is.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Outside Teague. kicks it to Towns. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shot clock at 5. Teague the pass to Towns. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Caldwell Pope. There's a screen. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Beasley sets a screen for Rondo. Rebound Minnesota. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And here is Teague. Wiggins, a screen on Rondo. Teague dishes to Butler. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. And Teague, here we go. And they will call over the back on the play.
And that's going to be his 5th, guys. One more and he's done.
And Greg, what's not to like about Taj Gibson?
I mean, he's a hard worker defensively, finishes well inside, he's got the mid-range shooting touch. But what I like most, really, his unselfishness. He started, came off the bench, no complaints. This is a guy that just wants to win.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers.
What you love about Taj Gibson is his leadership. This guy is an intelligent, ferocious competitor who plays his role to a T.
Towns, the screen. A 3-pointer. Wiggins. That's good. And so Teague with the assist.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
And the Lakers call time here.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Some changes for the Lakers. LeBron's checked in for Lance Stevenson. Ingram comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He gave them props for their defense. He said, the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one, guys.
Here's Ball. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Jeff Teague.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
And he's good on the second. Minnesota with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Teague kicks to Wiggins. Over Ingram. Fades away. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Wiggins. Teague against Ball. McGee a screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
No good on that one. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. He doesn't get the second one. Doris, for both charting game action and improving player health, the players now are being tracked by the player tracking devices or chips in their jersey during a game.
I love it, Kevin, because what it enables teams to do is measure the impact and the toll it can take on a player. For example, we now know that player X ran 5 miles on this particular night in this game action environment. And what that affords you is, okay, if you have a back-to-back situation, then you're going to be more careful with that player's minutes the next night. Or if it's an off day, Kevin, you can just say to that player, listen, unless we're doing a walkthrough, you're not involved. I want you off your feet and recovering. Anything that helps the competitive environment that these players are playing in, I'm all for it, Kev.
That was an excellent example. I like that. Now, here's Teague. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Towns, the screen. Just 4 to shoot. The offensive rebound. Count that one. Towns has got 12 points here in the second half.
Fact of the matter is, Karl-Anthony Towns could be a menace on the glass. Good luck with this guy.
Pass to Kuzma from outside the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break. Well, can we remember the guy's got a 40-inch vertical? I'll tell you, he does his best work in the air, I think.
LeBron against Gibson. James outside. Here's Ingram. Minnesota with the rebound. Wiggins has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside and stolen by LeBron. Takes a 3, and Ingram the bucket on the assist by James.
What a phenomenal pull-up jumper from Ingram. Forcing the D to honor his quickness and then making them pay with that sweet stroke.
Poked away. Here's the teardrop. Teague can't hit.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
And they pick up 2. And that's now 17 points for Jimmy Butler.
This is exactly what you hope for from your point guard, Jeff Teague, unselfishly pulling all the right strings. James,
the pass to Ingram. LeBron kicks to Ingram. Kuzma sets a screen. Teague against Ingram. He can't get that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
You know, and Butler wasn't a starter until midway through his second season. But since then, his minutes have gone up, and his productivity has gone way up.
First free throw is good. And so Butler nails both of them. Lakers leading by 9. Here's ball. Kuzma sets a screen. Hart the pass to Ingram. LeBron sets the screen for Ingram. Ball. And the Lakers with another miss.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Butler, no good. Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Here's ball. Knocks it loose. James kicks to Ingram. LeBron a screen on Wiggins. Ingram passes to Hart. And the Lakers with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 9. Wiggins right side. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
He's made obvious improvements since the half, really getting into an offensive groove.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Yeah, you can't let this kind of run continue. Really need to go back to the basics.
No, exactly. I think it's impossible to let this momentum continue. Let's see what they can come up with in the timeout.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Lakers leading by 7. There's the pass to Kuzma. McGee a screen to the paint. Wiggins passes to Gibson, and the layup's good off the glass.
Gibson unafraid in a big moment. What a big-time delivery.
Rondo against T. Pass to Kuzma. McGee sets the pick for Kuzma. Nailed from three-point land. Kuzma's got 20 points.
If they think they can give him that shot and get away with it, think again, gentlemen.
Here's Towns. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Pass to Kuzma. Back to James. McGee is screen. And there's the call on Karl-Anthony Towns. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And due to the bonus, will be added to the free throw. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. 2 shots. So he gets them both. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. T kicks to Towns. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Towns has got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's carried his share of the load tonight, Kev. But he might need to carry even more if they're going to turn this thing around.
LeBron outside. Pass to Kuzma. Just 5 on the clock. James, the pass to McGee, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
Rondo dishes to McGee. Back to Rondo. Rebound by Butler. Rondo with the steal. Back to McGee. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And the Lakers lead by 10.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, it really was. They wanted this home win badly, and they went out and took it.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Rose, no good.
Boy, a kick-out's probably a better option when the defense is swarming around like that.
And that one, good.
Timeout.
And now it's a 12-point Laker lead.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They're down by 12. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ingram with the steal. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, LeBron. The spotlight's on you all the time. How do you kind of put that to the side and deliver the kind of performance you did tonight?
I just wanted to try to lead my team the best way I could. Whatever I needed to do out on the floor, I tried to be there for them tonight. And, I'm glad we was able to get this win.
Thanks very much, LeBron. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.